Noel listened as carefully as his lack of enthusiasm let him. "We live," a defeated Oriole stretched the letters. Noel didn't say a thing. He was looking through the window, absent-minded, breathing. Marta got scared with Adina death. Plus, Leon is being incapable of behaving himself, Oriole explained. Leon business is already solved. Noel put an end tired. It solved his situation, but not the people who helped him one. Oriole hurried up. Noel didn't refute. He didn't think the rich girl secretary of the yellow government ran any risk. Actually, he didn't think that anybody except him ran any risks at all. From his point of view, they only had to say they didn't know a thing and look all silly, which, by the way, came fitted as standard, and change sides in the right moment. He appreciated Oriole a bit more, not much more. He either was in such a dangerous position, he was pretty close to the yellow word hardcore. She's very attached to the city. I'm afraid she feels homesickness and wants to come back. In some extent, I also think she's necessary here. She could be very helpful for you. Oriole was speaking seriously. Sure, really necessary. Was going to be the woman that made coffee and took clothes to the dry cleaners, Noel thought. What do you think about it? Oriole asked. About what? He asked back, not changing his ways. About the lemon thing, Oriole clarified. Do whatever you wish, I don't care, Grumpy Noel answered. I'm not asking for your permission. I'm asking if you think it's feasible, if you can help us, Oriole asked with demand. Feasible it is. You take the door and leave. You less than anybody has problems in that field. Who's going to ask for explanations? You don't want me to cover you, do you? I'm that slim I couldn't cover half of your arm. Noel smiled. Oriole didn't find it funny. He knew Noel well and he didn't pay attention to his insolence. But Martha was a serious issue for him and he didn't tolerate jokes. I know how to live, Oriole dropped. What I want is they don't find us once out. Of course. Noel didn't pay attention. Well, good luck then. I'm not the one praising our people. You'd better go on your own. The risks are the same, and this way you don't have to put up with them. On the way home, he didn't see the runaway as clear as he had told Martha. Her life made him be the cautious, his job didn't. But once he opened the door, the boxes piled up in the middle of the corridor told him she wasn't going to back off. What is this? Oriole asked, wishing it was owed to the spring cleaning. We leave, Martha answered, determined. Dear, we cannot take all this with us. We have to go as we are. We can take 2 or 3 things, no more. We are not like your parents. We aren't going to ask for permission. I thought it was clear. We are going to disappear. It's the safest. We cannot run the risks. They want to kill you, or they think you betrayed them, or you tried to convince her. Yes, I know that. I'm keeping things just in case the government sacks the house, so they don't destroy these beautiful treasures. Martha cursed the books. Oriole noticed in Martha a self-confidence he hadn't seen before. Suddenly, she seemed to have the ideas clear. She seemed to have the situation under control. There is a room. She pointed at the floor. I don't think they can find it. Nobody knows where it is. And it isn't in use for their parties. Unluckily, there isn't room for the furniture. It's a pity. Help me. There is much work to do. She ordered giving him some blankets. Oriol started to wrap the paintings and the little figures that decorated the sitting room. I left a few dishes out. I don't know when you want to leave. There is not much food left. Martha hardly talked, going up and down the stairs of the shelves. Whenever you want, Oriol said, looking at her. We aren't going to have any trouble at the departure. Once out, we have to move money fast so they cannot follow the track. No, we'd better take the money we have in the safe, and when we spend it all, we'll see what to do. When that time's come, they probably don't remember us. A cold and serious Martha spoke. Oriol stared at her amazed. I didn't know that room, he said, just for the fun of it. It's a kind of shelter. It's behind the wine cellar, Martha explained without stopping. It's not a very good place. The wine cellar is going to be crowded if they take over the house, Oriol said, joking. You cannot see it. We go down in a minute and you check it by yourself. It has a double wall. You cannot feel the draft. It don't sound hollow either. Martha, overcome by the self-confidence, assured. Sure, but you found it. Oriol was beginning to treat her like an equal, not like his defenseless protégé. I read these books. In one of them, I'm not telling you which one, there are the blueprints of the building and its secret passages. Martha answered mysteriously, almost smiling. Oriol smiled back, staring at her.